the ability for the administration in any way by failure to recognize this as our win does not change the dynamic at all in what we're able to do.
President-elect Joe Biden spoke this afternoon about the fact that President Donald Trump and the party whose leader Biden has been friends with for nearly 5 decades continue to publicly deny Biden's electoral win. In fact, the Secretary of State said this today.
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration.
A second Trump administration? But he then appeared to walk that back as just humor. Still, at this point, only 4 Republican senators have publicly acknowledged that Joe Biden is the president-elect. However,
they call me to say, congratulations, please convey my well wishes to the president-elect, but I can't say that publicly yet.
That's Chris Coons, U.S. Senator from Biden's home state of Delaware. Meanwhile, the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, is saying that President Trump's challenge to the election results is legitimate.
It's not unusual. It should not be alarming. At some point here, we'll find out, finally, who was certified in each of these states.
I haven't had a chance to speak to Mitch. My expectation is that I will do that in not too distant future.
He and McConnell have been friends for decades, but the head of Trump's General Services Administration, or GSA, is not recognizing the Biden-Kamala Harris transition team. That means they won't have access to federal funds or federal offices that the team's entitled to. And the Trump campaign continues to press ahead with claims of voter fraud without any evidence.
You may just lose it. That doesn't mean it's fraud. It means that for whatever reason, even your best efforts, you didn't succeed.
Alan Sanders speaks from experience, having covered 11 presidential elections as a Time magazine senior reporter and politics professor. He said the transition needs to go full speed ahead. Meanwhile, the inauguration is 10 weeks away. In the meantime, will the Trump administration's denial of access to the transition team to government resources, including to federal buildings like this, end up affecting you or national security?
It's hard to predict how things will play out, but it's certainly troublesome when you think about the way that the system is supposed to go.
Political analyst and documentarian Morgan Peckma says beware, but the president-elect says he believes the situation is temporary.
The whole Republican Party has been put in a position, with a few notable exceptions, of being mildly intimidated by the sitting president. But there's only one president at a time.
James Ford, Pix 11 News.